As always, please retry this question reading the relevant passage before watching the video. For this one, it is an intro question, and you could think that it's a literal. Pretty much all the understandings, if you're just as literal as possible, you're going to do pretty well on them. And so, with an intro question, it needs to set up what comes after the part. Transition questions need to transition, need to mention something from before and after. Intro questions just need to set up what comes after. So, which of the following true statements, if added here, would most logically lead into the information that follows in the paragraph? So we do need to read the paragraph to be able to answer this. Wanting to experiment with growing fruit, he planted bananas with papaya, lemon, jackfruit, and avocado by also choosing to plant crops such as bamboo, coconut, betel nut, and turmeric. He developed a landscape reminiscent of Hawaii hundreds of years ago. He cultivated slopes covered with tea and peely grasses and forests of trees such as kukui, hala, and koa, vegetation once common on Oahu. So we'll read each of these answers to figure out which of these best sets up that paragraph. Today, Fong's family maintains his gardens and visitor center. One of his sons is the head gardener, and his daughter-in-law leads classes and tours. I'm going to say this does not set up what is to come. You know, before it was just talking about him graduating from law school, but he loved gardening, and then it talks about all his land. So that seems like a big leap to something else that might come after, but not before he even tells us about it. By 1950s, Fong was in the market to purchase a large plot of land, an acreage that would provide room for his horses. So this is a possible answer. I'm going to leave it, and it would explain where all this, that he got some land, and then everything came after. It talks about him gardening on it. The horse thing is a little weird because that's not setting up what is to come. It doesn't talk about horses at all after that. Answer H. In 1950, Fong purchased more than 700 acres of land on Oahu above the bay. And so this is almost certainly our correct answer. It doesn't have the weird horse thing. And so that is going to eliminate G. J, the acreage once operated as a banana plantation. So it doesn't say purchased it. It doesn't give us any idea of where this land came from that the rest of the paragraph talks about. So answer H answers all that, and that is going to be our correct answer. If this made sense to you, please add it to your worksheet and then do the other intro and transition questions that you missed on this test. If this is your final intro or transition question, please go ahead and do the intro or transition or both mastery before moving on to the next question.